Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Salty Commander podcast. I am your most amazing host, Balam Najera. Wow! Full of energy.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Salty Commander podcast.
What? What?
I am back. I am Victor Adame Minguez, and I am back from San Diego.
Hi guys, this is Raul Campos, Raul Fields, and and I'm an expert on Shrek. Yeah, I'm going to say that on topic.
Okay.
How
are you?
many kilos does Shrek
152.
weigh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
lot.
big guy.
Is that like a fact, a known fact of Shrek?
I mean,
I
I
don't
know
know.
the fact.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's known, but yeah.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
Talking about Shrek,
somebody.
Yes.
No.
the new set of Magic the Gathering, it's about fairy tales.
Yeah.
And King Arthur and folk tales and all sort of medieval tales.
It's great.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I love it.
I honestly, I've been working on, well, you know me, that I work like things in advance, and like this is one of the ones that I was like really excited about, and I wanted to get like, I really wanted to see if people liked it, because I mean I did. And
Yeah.
how do you like? I mean, I know that you guys liked it a lot, so that's great
Yeah,
to
there-
hear.
It's
Yep,
it's
and
super
there's
flavorful.
some interesting
Mhm.
cards in it, and I mean, at least for me, the artwork is great. Overall, it's great.
Yeah, I like the food
Mhm.
stuff. Not the mechanic that much, but like how the food looks.
Yeah, the food tokens were a little bit underwhelming for me, but like, I mean, other cards do fun stuff with food, but like the cards, the illustration, the
Food is
art-
good.
Yeah.
It tastes great.
Yeah,
Most of
food
the
is good.
Yep.
So, if you haven't guessed by now, we are going to talk about Throne of Eldraine, and these are our 5 picks from the set. We're going to talk about them kind of...
Five.
Five, right?
Okay, sorry. Our 5 personal picks.
Yeah.
This doesn't mean we think are the most powerful or the most meta changing or defining. Just 5 picks that we
Yep,
rotate around.
as usual, these are the 5. I don't know. Maybe we like the illustrations. We want to play with them. So yeah, let's jump into it, guys. Yeah,
Woo.
I'm going to start, right? It's my turn.
Número
Cinco.
5.
Well, I'm going
Number
to start
5.
with the I don't want to say least exciting, but so my first card is going to be Epic Downfall. It's a sorcery, 1 generic, 1 black, and it reads exile target creature with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Yeah, plain.
That's literally the least exciting one.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
It's just it's a good removal. I think the reason I'm talking about it is because I always want things to exile, and this is cheap exile effect. So you can exile an Eldrazi, Avacyn, or any ultra super scary creature that your opponents have. So yeah, I'm looking forward to have a foil copy of it, and I'm going to play it on Skittles. And I mean, yeah, good card in general, right?
Yeah.
Skittles
Yeah.
is back.
By the way,
yeah. Fun
by the
times.
way, yeah.
I'm
Skittles is
actually excited. I don't know why. Like it's a fair deck. It feels.
I'm glad that they're and I'm happy to have like the OG decks running at the same time, Grusilda and Skithrix. So yeah, that will be a topic for another day, guys. But
Yeah, the intervention worked.
yeah,
If you were wondering,
if you were wondering, yeah,
it worked.
So yeah, do you guys have anything to say about this? At least for the art? Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
this card is very dumb, like in a bad way. Like it's boring and it's dumb. Just play Silence of Believers.
But I mean, I do play Silent Delivers and Vraska's Contempt, but this is just 2 mana for.
I mean, so you're just building an mono black exile tribal?
It's exile theme. No, I mean for me it's another resource to exile, and it's cheap, just 2. And I mean it's at sorcery speed, but yeah, I think it's a good addition.
Well, there was a sorcery previewed not too long ago that is a board wipe that exiles.
Of course it's better,
you know
but
about
I don't
that
have
one?
it, sadly enough. So until then, I may be playing Epic Downfall. So yeah.
Until then.
No,
what kills it for me is that it's a sorcery.
It will be too broken if it. Well, not too broken, but too good if it will be an instant, right?
Yeah.
At least a rare.
Yeah, and by the way, this is not limited resources or limited podcast. This is
yes, sealed podcast, the best option if you're playing just sealed. Yeah. So I guess we're moving on.
All right, who's next? Me? Okay.
To Victor.
Yo, Victor. Yo. So we're starting from worst to best or whatevs.
Just whatever.
Yeah, just whatever. Mine is my number 5 or number 1 or the first one is Ember Cleave. Ember Cleave is a 6 mana, which that rarely comes. That rarely happens. You're rarely gonna pay 6, but okay. It's 4 generic and 2 red for legendary artifact equipment. It has flash, and it says this spell costs 1 less to cast for each attacking creature you control. When Ember Cleave enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature you control. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has double strike and trample, and it also has equipped 3. One of my one of my pet it's good. One of my pet cards, as you might know, is Fire Shrieker, because I love commander damage. But the problem with Fire Shrieker is that, I mean, it's just double strike and that's it. It's colorless though, which goes into any non-red deck. Yeah. But Ember Cleave is a surprise. I like commanders that kind of surprise you. Like they do their own thing, but they can also win with commander damage. I also want to have that option, and Ember Cleave is a good way to do that. Aside from the fact that it's really, really good. You're rarely gonna pay the 6 mana. You're most likely always gonna pay 2, 3, and that's a very good value right there. Paying 3 for 1/1 double strike and trample. That's great. And equip 3, you can't beat that.
Yeah.
You're never gonna. I don't think you're ever gonna play the equip 3. I think you're gonna play Ember Cleave when you have the kill shot, right?
Yeah.
And maybe after the creature is dead, but this card is bonkers. I really, when I saw it, I was amazed. Oh, finally, an aggressive good equipment. Because equipments are kind of slow, or you need extra steps to make them better. This card is really good for an equipment.
Yeah.
Yep, I like the part that it's the battle trick that stays, and it's fun design, and it's interesting.
Yeah, because battle tricks in Commander, aside from playing Feather, are kind of crappy.
Yep.
But this one it's a battle trick and a combat trick, and is an equipment that you can use later on, which is just pretty sweet.
Yeah.
When Shu Yun.
Yeah, no.
Jeskai Tribal.
Shu Yun has
honestly, I was skeptical. He already does that, but
but you have to pay extra.
True.
Fourth strike.
Yeah, fourth
Four
strike.
strikes.
I really like that it's super flavorful. It's the sword, lightning sword. You just summon it wow!
Yeah, that's the sound that Ember Cleave will do when it enters the battlefield.
Wow!
This is crazy.
The Ember Cleave talks like all legendary swords do in Fantasy.
Yeah, so enters the battlefield and it's like, Blam!
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Do you have anything else to say about Ember Cleaver?
Oh.
Wow!
No, it's good. It's a claymore, the kind of sword.
Fun fact.
Oh my god, this
Fun
nerd.
facts about swords.
Boring. I'm actually laughing because I think it's funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Nerd sword fact. That's a
Yeah.
claymore.
On this episode of Swords. Yeah.
Salty Commander episode.
Mhm.
Swords.
Swords.
This episode. This card, my fifth card is Sir Conrad the Grim. It's a 5 CMC, 3 generic, 2 black, legendary creature, human knight. It's part of a cycle of knights, but we're not gonna talk about the other guys.
'Cause they're
this
bad.
is the main
Yep.
guy. Whenever it's a 5/4, with whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then it has an activated ability of 1 generic and 1 black. Each player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. So it's kind of like a Blood Artist on steroids without gaining life. Because
You won't need
it
the
does
life.
like
It's gonna kill people.
Yep.
yeah.
At first, it's a weird text. The first time for me, it was weird. The first time I read it, but I mean, it's super good. It deals damage from anything practically.
It's like every time something moves around the
Yeah,
graveyard,
moves
right?
around.
And I really like this card I'm gonna play it in my Athreos deck that like is kind of aristocrat, like you sacrifice a lot of things. Obviously this card is gonna go in a lot of sacrifice decks, but I think it also opens a new field for discard decks and mill decks that
Oh, yeah.
usually or normally don't have.
Mhm. Yeah, this
I mean,
guy is going to see a
Mill-
lot of play.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, Mill. I don't think Mill wants to win by damage, but with this guy, you can do it. Like it's like a plan B for Mill.
Yeah, I think because there were not a lot of reliable ways to win with damage as Mill. But now you can traumatize and this guy, and you just won the game.
Yep, basically.
Yeah.
I like the second ability. Each player puts a top card of the library. Like that's a neat little thing. I don't know. Like I don't know why it's not impactful at all. But
Wait. Does his second ability trigger multiple times his first effect?
yes.
Yes.
Oh, now that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it triggers like his first ability triggers. Doesn't matter like how many creatures were put into.
Now that's like just for 2 mana, it can get you out of a pinch. Like you're in your last moments of the game, and you just like go for the Hail Mary and start paying a lot of mana, and
Oh yeah, you can.
hopefully you get the damage out.
Yeah, you can totally win.
Yeah, if you're
Um,
against some dragon guy or anything with a lot of creatures, you can win on the spot. If you're lucky
I don't
enough.
know.
But yeah, for me, it's interesting that it also deals damage. Well, causes loss of life if a creature leaves the graveyard, right?
The graveyard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's pretty
fun
cool.
to if you start reanimating stuff, you will also deal damage, and then this guy is
So actually, in my actually somebody in the comments said that I cut you off a lot. In my Athreos deck, I think it's gonna trigger twice because Athreos makes them die
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then takes them out of the graveyard.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
either
one-
way, your opponents are gonna lose life.
Yep.
Yeah, this is
So
going into
this
my
is-
Knights deck.
Yeah, I
For
think this
sure.
guy will see a lot of play in tons of decks. And yeah, also the artwork is great also. So
Yeah. Anna Steinbauer designed all the knights of that, all the black ones. What's it
Who?
called? Something thing. Lock Twain.
No, yeah, but who designed them?
The artist that made the art for this one.
Oh, Anna
Anna.
Steinbauer.
Yeah. And
Shout out
it's
to
like
her for being
shout out,
awesome.
and it's
Yeah.
one of my favorite designs, like knights and or anything in Magic.
Yeah. So
Because
Really?
if
it's-
any
yeah,
of
it's
you
really
guys
cool.
have a your Conrad foil version, let me know because I want all.
Yeah, I also need a foil one.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that was my pick. Now we're going with número 4.
Oh my God.
Number 4.
Yes. So no, I'm going to save that for last, I think. So I'm going to go with Emry, Lurker of Emry, Lurker of the Lock. So it's a legendary creature merfolk wizard for 2 generic 1 blue. And it's a 1/2, and it reads this spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. When Emry, Lurker of the Lock, enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you can tap it and choose target artifact in your graveyard. You may cast that card this turn. So I think there's already an infinite combo with her. I'm not sure what was it, but I remember seeing that somewhere. But I think it's interesting that I'm not sure if Embry is as good as it sounds as a commander, but in the 99 I think it's so good. And in any deck that wants to reanimate not only artifacts, but every graveyard deck will have her because you can return your Soul Ring or any rocks or any part of any equipment. So this in tandem with the Ready, for example, it's great. And yeah, I think there's many possibilities to her in many decks. I don't know.
I think she's only going in artifact deck.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and I know it's a good card,
Mhm.
and I want to like it, but I'm not really excited.
No, it's boring.
It's super,
sorry, guys.
Like,
I'm sorry, guys.
It's super combo-y and like
Yeah, it's
like
easy.
competitive value, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want something that grows with the artifacts or something like that. And I think like flavorfully it's kind of cool because it's the lady in the lake of the Arthurian legends, but I wanted like something more, you know, more divine, something like that.
And
I like my legends to be like big and stompy
Yeah.
and
big and strong.
yeah.
And for the
Quirky.
third time on this podcast, this is the third in a row on this series. I'm going to give a shout out again to Olivia Primo for doing awesome art on the
All
card.
right.
So yeah, again, awesome
Yeah.
art. I'm not saying I may or may not just pick Embry for the art. We may never know. But
The art is pretty amazing. But
yep,
who she made who the Endling?
Endling, yep.
And which other?
Sephara.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Yep. And so yeah, I do realize that Embry has a lot of combo potential, but I just think she's cool. And if I ever build my Grixis Reanimator again, she will be on it just to retrieve those soul rings or whatever.
To me, she's like an Ursa Light.
Yeah,
You think?
I don't like.
Not really. I don't know. You can do fun stuff with her.
No,
And
you can't. Like you just reanimate artifacts. You play them again
Yeah.
from your graveyard. That's it. Like
it's a guy. It's like Silas Wren. He's good.
yeah, but Silas Wren
Silas
has
Wren is an
partner.
artifact. Yeah,
Yeah.
and a partner.
Yeah, you can have Emery on the 99. Again, I said at the beginning that I think Emery is good. It's better in the 99 than
Yeah.
as your commander.
Yeah.
If you're playing her as your commander, you probably doing combos, right? But if you're playing on the 99, you're just getting value out of it.
Okay,
So-
now I sound like a hypocrite because my next card is kind of easy.
Combo-y?
No, it's it's very dumb and it's very simple. But I like it.
Go ahead.
It's Bran, Thane of Red Fell. Is one of anything 3 red. Is it from the same cycle that cost a lot of mana? No, never mind. There's a cycle that they all cost 3 of a color. So
Yep.
it's a legendary creature, Dwarf Noble. It's a 2/4, and it says if a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. That's it. So
Yeah.
on the
I'm going to sound like you guys. I don't know. It's boring, and I don't like
No,
it.
this card is cool because
Yeah.
he's a dwarf and a noble, and
Yeah.
he reminds me of Gimli.
Yeah.
and that's why I like it.
or
That's all.
what was
I think the
Gimli's
card-
father's name?
Groin.
Groin.
Yeah. Gimli the big. So yeah, it's simple.
I
It's
totally watched Lord of the Rings, guys.
Yeah.
Gimli the big one.
the Gimli was bigger.
Gimli Senior.
Yeah. Gimli Senior. No, yeah. I think it's simple, but I think it's good. It's fun, and yeah, you can do many weird, well, not that weird, but fun stuff. Like those
Yeah.
2 damage will be on clutch sometimes.
It's a lot,
so
yeah.
it will be
Yeah, it's
fun
gonna
to-
be this guy is gonna be the lieutenant of Purforos decks.
Yeah, or my
Mhm.
Borborygmus and Rage deck, or
Alright.
All right.
Ya veo de dónde masca la iguana.
From where the alligator chews.
Alligator.
alligator.
Iguana is the same in English and Spanish.
Yeah.
True. Well, yeah. So in Perforos it will deal 4 for
4,
each creature.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and
It's
like
gonna hurt.
we need like more creatures like this one to make aggro more competitive, quote unquote, on EDH. Like I think
Mhm.
like aggro
This
folk.
card can really go well in Los Toritos, in the twin
True.
bulls.
Yeah, in Los Toritos it works awesome.
Yeah,
Well, the only
And-
thing I don't like about this card is that it says if a red source. Like
oh yeah,
I think it should be just open to any source.
yeah.
But
Mm.
normally the damage is gonna be red.
Mhm.
But oh wait, it's any kind of damage.
Yeah, any kind of
Yeah,
damage. Creatures attacking.
Yeah, but with
Oh.
red sources. Yeah.
Oh, then I am dumb, and the red source part it's fine because then it would be super broken.
Yeah, it would be
Yes.
busting.
Like imagine if it didn't say that and it was this guy and a bunch of flyers or
Yeah.
something like that.
A bunch
Yes.
of green tokens or white soldiers.
Yeah. A bunch of plants, 1/1 plants,
Yeah.
doing 3 damage each. So yeah, I think this guy opens a lot of weird and fun. Fun for you, not for your opponents. But it's
For
cool.
aggro.
It's
opens
aggro.
A lot of
It's-
gates for aggro.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. It's una feria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
Okay.
was my third
Okay.
pick. I like it a lot. It's really cool.
yep.
My fourth pick, it's okay. It's Piper of the Swarm. It's a 2 CMC, 1 generic, 1 black creature, human warlock. It's a 1/3, and its abilities are rats you control have menace. He has 1 activated ability that says for 1 generic mana, for 1 black mana, and tapping this card, create a 1/1 black rat creature token. And its second ability, activated ability, is for 2 generic, for 1 black, and tapping, and sacrificing 3 rats, gain control of target creature.
Yeah.
I just this
Yeah.
card. It's
Yeah.
super flavorful because of the Piper of El flautista de Hamelin. What's the name?
I don't know.
in-
Hamlin?
El Chucky.
Chucky 3.
Chucky 3.
Chucky 3.
The Piper of Hamlin? That's the name? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, first I'm gonna talk about the card, then I'm gonna look for. Yeah, I like that story a lot. I don't know why. It's just I like it. And I like rats in Magic. I like rats as in games and stuff because they're creepy and weird. And sticking this guy in a rat colony deck or relentless rats deck, it's gonna be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
as a cool story, as a cool side story.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, you were talking about building like a creepy deck, like a disgusting deck with rats.
yeah,
And then like 2 days later, this guy came up. So it was fun.
I don't think it's gonna be creepy anymore. It's just gonna be rat colony.
Yeah, it's a better option.
Yeah, because I really want to play with rats and do ratty things. And there's a lot of rat support. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Now the Pied Piper, it's just another enabler. Like on its own, he doesn't really like do a lot of extra things or unique things, but it's a very tight card. It gives a menace. You create rats. It's the illustration is amazing. That I think most of it all is it's the art on it. It's just fucking bonkers.
Hey, don't say the F word because this is a family.
Oh.
This is a family show.
First of all, don't say the F word, please. And second of all,
fuck yeah,
it's awesome. And second of all, it's fucking amazing. I think
in English is the Pied Piper of Hamelin. So
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy enables rats to do new quote unquote stuff. And it's this guy, what's the name? Captivating vampire that you can steal stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
I don't think I'm gonna use a lot the
steel part.
Yeah, the steel part. Maybe if there's like a really powerful creature.
Yeah.
But outside of that, if I'm gonna tap this guy, is to create more rats.
Yeah, and they have menace. Like that's not nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're doing the cool tricky with the stone and the rats,
the thrumming stone
plus the menace, it's you're gonna get like 8/1 rats. So
yeah, I think I'm thinking that I'm gonna build a rat deck just because, so I can play this guy.
It's going to be mono black.
Yeah, mono black.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
In fact,
so
I might just play standard so I can play 4 of this guy.
Wow. Wow.
Welcome to a standard podcast, the best card.
Standard podcast. Okay, so next round, number 3, número 3.
So my next card is Fires of Invention. It's an enchantment, 3 generic, 1 red, and it reads: you can cast spells only during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells each turn. You may cast spells with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control without paying their mana cost. So it's a twist on Omniscience. I think it's a worst Omniscience, but in red. So I think it's fun. It's a good card to have. Especially if you're playing mono red, you can really use that pseudo ramp.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're playing Iset, there's tons of ways of comboing off with this card.
Of course.
But I'm seeing here since the perspective of a mono red deck, in which you need the ramp to start snowballing from there. So I think it's an interesting card, and it's interesting design, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
yes, it is. I really don't like the only during your turn.
Yep.
Uh,
Remember that we're seeing that from the mono red perspective. So this is just intended to be like ramp, right?
yeah, absolutely. Like you can play. Like yeah, you could if you have 5 lands. Normally you could only play one card with 5 CMC, but now this makes us that you can play 2 cards with 5 CMC.
Yeah. Or
Yep.
if you play Winter Orb and all your lands are tapped. You
Oh.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I shouldn't have said that.
Here comes the evil. Here comes
Yeah,
the
okay.
evil guy. Yeah, if you're playing Izzet, you can like bounce this card, play your 2 spells, then bounce it, then play it again, and then play another 2. And
That seems
yeah.
like a lot.
and then play Winter Orb
That
or Stasis.
Yeah. And being ultra bad guy. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, of course, again, there's a lot of possibilities to be the villain of the table if you're playing this. But if you're playing for example, the Gimli senior deck, this card seems good because it's just ramp, right? And then you can maybe have a way to remove it from once you have enough lands. Maybe you can remove it so you can play more spells, maybe.
Yeah, I like it. It's not like super flashy or anything, but it does do a lot. Like, it works.
And yeah, if you're stuck on lands, you can play your spells. And that's the big issue with mono red most of the time. Except if you're playing Daredi, then you won't have any issues with mana. But yeah, if you're playing like anything else, yeah, it's a fun ramp to have.
Yeah.
Right?
It's cute. It's sweet.
Yep, it's cute.
Okay.
Yeah, so moving on.
Moving on.
Next card.
My number 4 or 2 or whatever.
11. Number 21.
God. No, it's the third one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank God. It is Acclaimed Contender. Acclaimed Contender is 2 of anything, 1 white, for a 3/3 creature human knight. When it enters the battlefield, if you control another knight, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a knight, aura, equipment, or legendary artifact from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. This is Knight Tribal. This is going to go in my Hakan deck because I can sacrifice it and then play it again, and it's basically draw.
I think this is very needed in night colors, which are normally Mardu, because you don't have a lot of looking through things like green does.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
you know what the problem was? Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
what?
You know what the problem was? Because I did 5 colors and I tried it, and it
Nah.
doesn't. Yeah, I know. It looks like off color, like it looks off theme. I don't know, like it doesn't feel right. And also, like the card draw is lacking. It lacks in card draw, and I want like card draw, and I want useful spells that are also nice because I can play them again, right? So I ended up including one that if you played it and you didn't pay white, you sacrifice it, and then it like you look at the top 3 and you keep 1. It's something Hussar or something. It's from like Dissension. But there are very few. Yeah, that guy.
I don't know the guy.
There are very few knights that give you card advantage. There's the one that's a vampire, that something of dusk.
The other vampire.
The other vampire. There's
This
one
one
other
other
guy.
guy
That's it.
who happens.
I was running the Green Cavalier because that's a lot of value too. But really, like card draw is very scarce in knights, so they need that. Before, for me, it was removal. I needed removal knights, but with the Black Cavalier and the White Cavalier, like that's and Vona and all the other ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
enough.
taken
And
care of.
so yeah, so I mean, of course, this guy seems like at first, but if you're playing on your deck and you can like have multiple instances of the trigger, it starts
Yeah.
to look good. So yeah, it's card
Mm.
draw on a night. So the best thing that could happen again, that deck.
Yeah, it was
Good
a good
year
year.
for that deck.
Good year.
Do you still have the Kalia
Mhm.
deck?
No, it was work in progress, and it's there, but I took some cards
Mm.
out, and
Ah, ya. Ya veo.
I seen.
Yeah. Now someone else needs an intervention. If you're
Actually, I think I went down
So
to like 7 decks. Yeah.
really, now I have 3 all of
We're
a sudden.
close.
Hmm.
We're close.
Yeah, I may stick at 3 though.
Okay.
Another, yeah,
Yes.
that's another team. So
So
next
this card is
card.
good in night.
This is a very hard decision for me. I'm gonna go with the Cauldron of Eternity.
That one.
That one.
Yeah, that
The
card.
The Cauldron of Eternity. It's a 12 CMC, 10 generic, 2 black, 1 black, 1 black, legendary artifact. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. Whenever a creature you control dies, put it in the bottom of its owner's library. Then it has an activated ability. For 2 generic, 1 black, tapping it and paying 2 life. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. You activate this ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. I love this card. I think it's as for non-commander as not as the commander. It's the card I'm most excited about. Yeah,
Really?
and it's really gonna be in only one deck. It's immediately gonna go in my CDC deck. Because I have a lot of self-mail. So, obviously I think I'm never gonna pay the 12 CMC. Actually, I think I'm only gonna play the 2 manas, the 2 black manas. And normally, like what people say, it's the bad part is that they go back to your owner library. The creatures, instead of dying, go back to the library. So eventually you're gonna run out. But in my CDC deck that has a lot of self-milling, that's not gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna keep pumping creatures out from the Cauldron of Eternity. I don't know. Oh man, it's so flavorful. The illustration is beautiful. It's taking me away, and I really like the Black Cauldron movie from Disney. So it's also extra points from that. It's everything I've wanted from a set like this. Something I can play in CDC that's super flavorful and it has an amazing illustration.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I don't. I mean, I want to like
you
it.
don't play like that. You don't play
I
those kind of cards.
Yeah, no, you don't play good cards.
Yeah. You play
I
Epic
don't like
Downfall.
it. No, I don't like it. Yeah, I'm going to stay with my Whip of Airballs forever.
I'm still gonna run Whip of
And-
Edibles. I mean,
Yeah, no, we were talking about that
Yeah.
the other day. It's an alternative. I mean, it's not a bad card, but I don't know. I don't like. For me, I love Reanimator, but
You don't love
when
it
saw
like I
this,
do.
It was like, You don't love. That's a song, right?
phrase.
Probably.
That's phrase.
Phrase. That's
Yeah,
words.
I mean, you don't love Reanimator like I do. I love Reanimator more.
I don't know. You only have one Reanimator.
Do I? Ooh, let's go, baby. Let's go. I have CDC. I have Athreos. I have the Specters. I have the Lands deck because it's a Land Reanimator deck. What else? Ooh, the next project that I'm building, it's gonna be kind of Reanimator.
I don't know.
I have more Reanimator decks than you have decks.
True.
So please, son,
But
sit down.
Athreos is not a Reanimator deck.
Athreos, it's of course it's a Reanimator
Yeah.
deck.
It's
I have a lot of Reanimator things. You just saying no does not make it a Reanimator.
no, yeah, the card is good. It's fun. I like the super convoluted mana cost that you never going to pay. They just like let's put it high so you can do fun stuff with that.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day, someone somewhere is going to play the red Gearhulk, combustible Gearhulk, and then you're going to mill this and then do 12
that'd
damage
be
to
fun.
someone just for this card alone. Yeah. So yeah, it's a I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, it's a good card.
You can also
I'm going to say
cheat it into play with
Fun. Good. The art is great.
Goblin Welder, so stuff like that, because it's an artifact. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I was like,
yeah, the
you know,
art
you
is
know what?
great.
Like,
That-
what
that
I
will
thought
give you.
immediately about this card is that I can remember my Yidris deck, but not the mean one before that. That it had.
no,
No.
Okay,
I only
it's that's
remember
fair.
the-
That's
Yeah.
understandable.
me too.
Well, the non-evil one had a lot of cards that reduced their cost, like Treasure Cruise kind of thing. So you can still cascade into big stuff, but
Yeah.
you didn't have to pay for all the costs. So like all these spells that cost a lot but that have reduced costs, like really appeal to me for Yidris, because you get a cascade of 11, and that's awesome.
True. You will be having high EMC Cascade. Yeah. I mean,
Good.
a good card. Yeah. Moving on.
Número 2. Number
Okay.
2.
Okay. So my card is going to be a weird one again. Is Wishclaw Talisman. It's an artifact, 1 generic, 1 black, and Wishclaw Talisman enters the battlefield with 3 wish counters on it. You can pay 1 and tap it, and remove a wish counter from Wishclaw Talisman, and you search your library for a card and put it in your hand. Then shuffle your library. An opponent gains control of Wishclaw Talisman. Activate this ability only during your turn. So again, it's like Scheming Symmetry from the past episode. It's a fun tutor that also works as a polytricky effect. So you will search for something, and then you can make an alliance, a friend, and the friend can then search back. And you may or may not receive La Patita Wishclaw Talisman again. But if that's the case, I mean, yeah, you can do a lot of friends with that, and it's an interesting card for me. I don't know about you guys. What do you think?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't get it, guys. I mean, the previous card was like we prefer those 2, and this card is new, does
Yeah.
something quote
It's
unquote
not
new,
new,
and
it's
it's like
It's a
I
tutor.
don't know. It is.
Yeah.
It's a rotating tutor.
Yeah,
And I already don't like tutors. So, you know.
but it's new. There's
That's
not there's not many artifacts that can tutor
I mean-
around the
Okay.
table.
But everyone, I don't know. I just don't like tutors. That's it. I mean, and this is just
Yeah.
a bad tutor
true.
amongst
It's true that you
tutors.
can
Yeah.
break it, but
It's
I don't.
it's a tutor.
And yeah, it's a
Yeah,
very
that's
good
it.
political tool.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll give you that.
Yes.
But
Thank you.
I think less and less. I'm being less of a fan of obvious political cards, and more being political.
Yeah,
with
I
cards,
agree.
You know,
Yeah, but it works. This works.
like if I'm a good political player, I can get ahead with other types of cards than obvious cards.
Yeah, that's why I took
Or
my
multiplayer.
Saskia deck apart, because it had a lot of cards like these, like this one. But yeah, like I embrace but
Man.
I embrace that mentality
What about
that I
it?
don't need a deck like that to do politic stuff. I just need to be political, and I can do that with.
That was a fun deck though.
Yeah, actually, yeah, Saskia, I don't think it was like this.
It's gone. So.
I mean,
it's already gone.
Yeah, the card that gave mana to
Which engine?
everyone, it was fun. Yeah, ¿Cuál motor?
Engine which?
Yeah, I like the card, and yeah, which one? I like the card. I think it's. To be fair, I'm not sure if I'm going to play it.
Oh, come on.
But
why do you do
but
this
I
to
think
us?
that it can be fun. Yeah, it was all a trick to see my real intentions. Now the thing is, like, in Skithrix is not worthy, and also it's not worthy in Griselda. So I might build someday one deck like.
Is it really not in Skittles? Like, you can go for your favorite card of them all, the Cabal Coffers.
Imps Mischief?
Okay.
Oh. No, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, and yeah, I will like to have one at least. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it, but I'm gonna get.
That's how I have like 5,000 cards sitting there doing nothing. That mentality left. So don't stop before you start that path. It's a sorrowful, dangerous one. Número 4.
Okay.
I'm next, right? Okay. So my number second to last, whatever number that is Worthy Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is another one for my Knight tribal deck. It's one of anything, 1 white for 2/2 creature human Knight. And it says whenever you cast a Knight spell, create a 1 white human creature token. That's it. It's very simple, but I also think it's very elegant in design. And I'm gonna run it in my Knights deck because I can replay a ton of Knights from my graveyard, having sacrifice outlets or the Knights that are spells. Like, what's the one that exiles a creature? Crypt Swap. That's a Knight, and with my commander, it creates a vampire and also creates a human. So it's a lot of value for just one spell. So it's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems boring to me. I don't know. It just put tokens on the field. We have a ton of cards that put tokens.
Yeah,
it's going to
you're
be
not
great
even
on your
gonna play
deck,
the damn claw thing, the monkey thing.
What?
You're not even playing. Yeah.
The monkey thing.
The monkey thing.
What's the gorilla card? The green gorilla?
From this set?
What?
The green gorilla. No.
Oh, there's kind of a gorilla that is
Ancient
great in
Silverback?
this set.
No, there's one that when it attacks alone,
yeah.
it does
Grun.
double to that.
Grun something.
Yeah, that guy, the monkey paw.
Monkey paw.
Monkey paw. Grun,
Monkey
the, the lonely king. That's the guy.
Worthy Knight. I like it, but I'm becoming a very super
'cause the tokens are
tribalistic
not
in my
nice.
tribals, so I don't like the fact. Yeah.
Oh, but this guy has again, I'm going to say it. The art is great. I like the art.
Yeah, obviously the art
Yeah.
is insane.
Mm-hmm. And
Nice.
there is a playmat of it. Oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah, in your Knights deck, it's gonna go super well.
So yeah, it's not very. It doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Whole heck of a lot, but I like it.
The cool thing, it's whenever you cast a Knight spell, it doesn't have to be a creature. It's Knight spell.
Yeah, that's what I said about Crypt Swap or the other one, Nameless Inversion.
Sorry, I spaced out, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You left the room.
End.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go with another of
that round.
super powerful artifacts. This one is the Great Hinge. It's 9 CMC, 7 generic, 2 green, legendary artifact. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. You tap the Great Hinge and add 2 green mana, and you gain 2 life. Also, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So this card goes absolutely perfect in every +1/+1 kind of deck, which happens to be that I have one. An Absent Houses 4-color themed deck.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. No. This one is great. Yeah.
Also the other one.
This one it's awesome.
I
No,
know.
yeah. I think this
I don't think I can count it
this
as
card-
ramp because you kinda already need to be like a bit ahead.
ahead.
Well, not ahead, but
uh-huh.
with a bit of a board. But
You
it's
have to be ahead.
it certainly is card draw. And it's super good how it sets up. Like whenever the creature enters, it puts a +1/+1 counter on it.
And draw. Yeah, and the part it does everything. I mean, it gives you mana, gives you life, gives you counters, gives you
Yeah.
a card.
Yeah.
Just for 2 is
It's cheap.
awesome. I mean, it's cheap Jones.
You don't actually have
this
to be
one
ahead. Like you can play a creature that grows. Like
Yeah.
the Hydra. What's its name?
Mana Gorger
That
Hydra.
one? Yeah, Mana Gorger Hydra, and next turn you can play this.
Well, that grows.
Have, like,
I understand
if your
that
opponent
grows.
doesn't
Rawr.
play spell switch. Rawr.
Yeah, rawr.
The Hydra that growls.
They growl. Rawr.
Yeah. If you're playing this on a Galta type of deck, I mean the most basic thing that I could think of, it's going to be like super easy to have it just for 2 mana, right? Because you're playing like big creatures just for the value of getting Galta out quicker, right?
Yeah.
And then it does everything. it's fun that it does everything.
Yeah, I like it. Really good. Again,
Oh.
the illustration is amazing.
Mhm.
This card I don't. Maybe it has to do with the lore, but I don't get what Stonehenge has to do with +1/+1 counters. But sure, I'm gonna go with it. Aliens.
Aliens,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Aliens.
Yeah, aliens.
That's let me say this. That's why I don't love the other one. Because
Cauldron.
I will love to see the cauldron. Because I will love to see the black part of this cycle to be this great, doing everything, and the other one does not do everything. It has a restriction.
Well, it does
This
one
one
thing
doesn't.
really, really well.
Really,
super-
really
it's
well.
super
Yeah.
black.
It's not really, really, really well. Yeah, I don't know, but this one
I
is
mean,
great.
the white one doesn't do everything
You're
either.
gonna see how in CDC there's not gonna be a setback.
No, I know. But it's not about the deck, it's about the card. In this case.
Oh. Maybe.
Yeah. So my point is that this one does everything and the other doesn't. So that's why I'm a little apprehensive about the cauldron. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I just think the green one is great and the other one is Yeah, baby sound.
Okay, that was the Great Hinge. So,
Great hint.
The correct
número
So moving on
cinco,
to
number 5.
Uno.
Sí, cierto.
No,
Número
uno.
1. Yes, number 1. Número 1.
number 1. Okay, so I was saving the best for last, and this was the card that legitimately I was excited about. I'm almost want to build around her, but I don't know. It's super basic, but anyways, so it's Najera. First of the Lockwayne, right? Lockwayne.
Lock Twain.
Lockwayne.
I don't know.
Okay, Najera, First of the Luckwing. So it's 3 black, triple black, preparing for that devotion next year. So it's a legendary creature, Elf Noble. And whenever Najera, First of the Luckwing or another black creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. You can also tap her and sacrifice another black creature to draw a card. So it's great. I mean, it's amazing. The artwork, it's amazing. The reverse blood artist effect, it's amazing. And on top of
Stop
that,
saying amazing.
it's super amazing. Yeah, no, she also gives you draw, so it's good. So yeah, I think this deck will see a lot of play because it's like you can build it around super easily. But I love the card, and yeah, hopefully I will be able to do something with that card. What do you think?
No,
It's boring
this card
again?
is good. I was gonna.
Okay.
I was.
Thank you,
I was
thank
gonna
you.
say it when you said it in the saying draft. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a card I want to stick in a lot of decks.
Mhm.
I like that it's an elf. I don't know. I like yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you said. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
perfect.
amazing.
It's amazing. And I mean, I know I'm going to repeat myself, but I'm crazy about the art. On this one, yes, I am crazy about it. And I want to play her with the what's the name of that guy that put Harpy token?
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
tormentor of I don't know what from Theros.
Yeah, it's a guy from Theros. You can do tons of things with
Also
that
with Edrexar.
this deck.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually built the deck, but it ended like too
It ended
similar
not
to
existing.
the Jauchmod deck, placing a ton of creatures and then doing fun stuff with that, and that's why I didn't like really build it. But I may, or maybe I will do it in some weird way, or I don't
I
know.
think
But
this
I want
card
to
is
play
way-
with
You
the
don't
card.
really build a lot of decks.
I think this card is way
Yep.
better in the 99 that is as commander.
Maybe, yeah. If we're playing, I mean, yeah, you can play it on elves. You can play it on aristocrats. You can play it on the new Rakdos, Damage, Purphoros, and then Gimli Senior and this guy deck. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of places for her. And if you have a foil one, I want it all. Yeah. Next card, right? Next card.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Victor was,
I was
sleeping.
taking a nap. Ayara First of Luckwing, I like it. It's really cool. I don't know if I can afford the 3 black, but moving on.
Yeah, where is the next card?
Right, next card is the best one in the set, and I think it's, I don't know, for me, and I'm gonna try to get a lot of these, probably like 3, because it happened with the one that's like kind of like this one, but not really. Okay, it's Fey Burrow Elder. It's 1 of anything, 1 green, 1 white for a 0/0 creature treefolk druid. It has vigilance, and it gets +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control. So right off the bat, it's a 2/2, and it taps for. It says tap for each color among permanents you control at 1 mana of that color. So right off the bat, it's gonna tap for 2. And if you have another color, it's like what's this one called? The one that like jumped up in price really crazy.
The
the
green one.
The green elf one.
Yeah, the green expensive.
That's the name.
elf.
That's the name. It's kind of like the green expensive elf, and that's why I like it, because the green expensive elf.
It's green and expensive.
It's green and expensive, and it's an elf. It's a great card. Like in 5 color decks, it's gonna produce 5 mana, He's gonna tap for 5, and that's awesome. So it's powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not exciting, I have to admit, but it is a good card.
Yeah, I don't see it exciting at all, but it's super valuable. It has it's a good thing that it has vigilance.
Yeah, because you can hit for 5 at least, vigilance, and then tap for mana. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean the green expensive elf costs
Bloom Tender, Bloom
Yeah.
Tender.
1 and 1 green.
Bloom Tender, there you go.
Bloom Tender.
I like
yeah.
green expensive elf a lot more.
So yeah, it's just 1 more mana, and pretty much does the same thing. So and also it grows. So yeah, I think it's super. It's good. It's a great.
Yeah,
card.
and it punches people.
I think that's why you like it. I think it's a
because it
perfect
punches
Victor
people.
card.
Yeah.
It punches people and also gives you mana. A lot of mana.
Yeah. What's the sword that I like? Feast of Famine.
Yeah, Feast of Famine.
Yeah, it's like a Feast of Famine kind of card. Like, you punch people and then you untap. With this one,
I
you
dread
punch
the day
people.
that
And then...
you're gonna punch me with this guy with a Feast of Famine.
Be awesome. Man, Feast of Famine. I want to look at that card now. Where is it? I'm gonna go through my. It's a great
card, and also
yeah.
great
I
art.
like the art a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
so
that's
the
it.
last card.
The last card of the episode.
I saved the best for last. It's the best card in the whole set. It's the best card for
Ever?
Commander. And it's the card that I think the story kind of rotates around this card. So it is Kenrith, the Returned King. Oof. It's 5 CMC,
Oof.
4 generic, 1 white, legendary creature human noble, and a 5/5. This card is, if not one of the best, the best 5 color commander. But hey, you say,
Yeah.
it says it's a white card. Oh,
Mhm.
that's where you're wrong. It has 5 activated abilities. The first one is you pay 1 red mana. All creatures gain trample and haste until end of turn. The second ability, you pay 1 generic and 1 green mana. You put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Third ability, you pay 2 generic, 1 white mana. Target player gains 5 life. Then the next ability, 3 generic, 1 blue. Target player draws a card. The last ability is 4 generic, 1 black. Put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under its owner's control. Whew! That was
That was a lot.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's a lot of things.
It's not a keyword soup. It's like a
Tons and tons.
activated ability soup.
Mm-hmm.
Just
soup.
this card alone it's everything. It has all the utility things you want in a deck. Like, it gives them haste, you gain life, you put them counters, you draw a card, it's recursion. It's insane. It's
And you know what's awesome also? It's a 5/5.
It's a 5/5. It costs 5. It has 5 abilities that go, like, they cost incrementally into 5.
True. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. 1, 2, 3, 4. True.
Man.
Are you gonna turn your absent houses into Kenrith too?
No,
No.
but I had a...
Thank God.
I had a... Oh, well, maybe now I kind of have to.
No.
Because of
Don't
the
be
haste.
crazy. Don't be crazy.
No, Rayhan is everything in that deck. Oh,
Yeah,
but
Rayhan
this guy is
is
like
good.
Rayhan too, because it revives them. No, but
And
I
you
am
draw
gonna
cards.
build a legendary human tribal deck, and it's gonna be about legendary humans, and it's obviously, I don't know, it's kind of Reanimator just because of this guy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this guy alone makes every deck a Reanimator deck.
Yep.
Yeah. No, but like if you're building Kenrith, the only way to go is infinite mana.
Oh yeah, of
And then you
course.
win.
It's the only
Of
way
course,
to build Kendrick.
that's the only way
it's
to like
combo.
people are just people are just gonna build it combo, so why bother?
Yeah. So you play this guy, the Burning Drake, and then the Deadeye Navigator, and then you can go infinite, and you can
Draw your
draw-
whole deck.
draw your whole deck, and then
Or
mill them
make
out.
make your player make your opponents draw their whole decks.
You can give them like infinite life to everyone, and then mill them.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun though.
I know I'm gonna sound kind of like a hypocrite because, like a while ago, I said that I don't like cards that are too politicky on purpose. But this card is amazing because it's so open to politics.
Yeah.
No, I mean this guy he's literally the king of politics.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Like
can do
you-
everything.
Yeah, I think like that. Like you can actually play king with this card. Like it hits, and you're like, okay, now I'm gonna decide who gets haste or who draws a card. I don't know, guys. Pay tribute to me, or like you can get like super kingly about this, or you
Yeah.
can be benevolent, and everybody has haste all the turns, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
You know what I realized?
what?
What?
Training grounds.
I mean, you can say a name, but I don't know what that.
Training grounds. Training grounds. Hang on, let me
Training
look.
grounds. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, training grounds makes all activated abilities cost two less.
Two less,
I mean,
right?
2 less. It cannot go below 1.
Okay.
So it will make the second one cost just a green. It will make the third one cost just a
White.
white. It will make the fourth one cost 1 and a blue.
And then
And
the
it will-
other, the black,
and the,
2 and
yeah,
a black.
3. Like that's amazing value with training grounds.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
So
I mean,
training
yeah,
grounds.
like this card opens up a lot of strategies. I think like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, yeah, you can do pretty much anything.
Like,
you
if
can
you're
do a
gonna go-
politic deck.
yeah, if you're gonna go, yeah, sure. Like you can go a politic deck, a group hug,
You can.
or you can go like +1/+1 counters. But now that deck has haste and reanimator, or you can go a reanimator route, and now that deck has card draw and haste, and
True.
Oh my god.
True. You can do. I think this guy is like the perfect guy for when you want to build something, but you're not sure about the colors.
Yeah.
You can just go like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go 5 colors. F it,
and you can
and then
Or
you can do.
or you have a strategy in mind, and you just need a 5-color legend that's good stuff.
Yeah,
yeah, and
Sisai
you
was like
can-
the best choice.
You can
but now
not
this guy.
go the 5 colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's interesting.
it is, because you can build like mono black reanimator just with this guy, or I mean,
Yeah.
you can do anything. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm really
so-
sorry, I just got lost in. Yeah, I agree. This is
Yeah,
one of the best ones.
I'm going to build Skithrix, but it's going to be Kendrith, so I can have more draw. And then Grusilda is going to be also Kendrith, so I can revive Avacyn. And then Maelstrom Wanderer is going to be Kendrith, so I can have access to Reanimator.
Nice, and gain life just because.
Just because.
Like gaining 5
Yeah.
life for 3 mana, like that's huge. I know like life
Yep.
it doesn't matter a lot, but it like when it matters, it does matter.
Yeah, true.
It gains you turns, like you stay in the game for longer, and that's
Yeah, and if you're being like super politic about it, at the end of each turn you can be like, you didn't hit me or anything, I'm going to gain 5 just because. And when you realize you're now at 70 or something like
Yeah.
that. And yeah, I mean this guy, it is amazing. I want him all. Foil and non-foil versions of it. Yeah.
it's not in the set, right? It's just a promo buy
It's
box.
a buy a box.
You can get it on the pink boosters, the collector.
Oh, gotcha. That's right. It's
But-
it's non-foil there.
It's non-foil, yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I think for me this card is the best card on the set. I don't know about you guys.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
For commander, I think it may be.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, not on our specific decks or whatever, but in general, I think it is amazing. And yep.
So yeah, that was it. That was our list. Um, of Throne of Eldraine. You know, who's sitting in the throne right there. I also want to give a shout out to because we didn't mention them, but I think they're really good cards. The Castle Cycle.
The castles, yeah. I was gonna cheat again and put all 5 into one.
Yeah, I think you were gonna actually, but yeah, like all castles do this. Like, let's take for example the black one, right? The Castle Locthwain enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a swamp. It's a land. It taps for 1 black, and also in this case, you pay 3 mana, 1 generic, 2 black. You tap it, draw a card, then you lose life equal to the number of cards in your hand. Now the cycle all does kind of the same, you know, like it enters tapped unless there's a land of the color, and it has an activated ability that does something very in brand with the color.
Yeah, I think the least powerful ones are the blue and the white one. The green is kind of okay, but I think the red and the black are really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. Like that's huge for a land. And also, speaking of lands, I also want to talk about the other ones, the common ones, and I cannot believe these are commons. They come into play tapped, unless you control 3 or more other lands of the basic land type that they are. So Dwarven Mine, for example, is a mountain. It adds a red, enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or other mountains. And when it enters the battlefield untapped, you create a 1/1 dwarf creature token. Like that's really good value.
Yeah, the crazy part is that you can fetch them.
Yeah, you can fetch them.
So yeah.
They're like, because they're mountain plains, they're forest.
Yeah, they do have the type, and yeah, for me, I was also surprised that they are common. But yeah, they're great.
Yeah, the blue one is just crazy.
And they're like they have like weird quirky names, you know, like Mystic Sanctuary, Witch's Cottage, Gingerbread Cabin.
Yeah, the black one also it's great. You can fetch them and then do the Bolrat thingy.
Yeah,
Bolrat Stronghold or that thing.
No, what's the other card that puts a creature, like when it enters the battlefield, land?
Something
you know that one,
or something of mentors. Bug.
Something or of
something.
Not Bajuka Bug. Something.
I think in general the set has a lot of things to offer.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We say this in all episodes, I guess, but I think I'm excited about the new set.
Yeah. And you know, like,
there's a lot.
Sorry about that, but like, also speaking of lands, the basic lands are really cool because they're all from different artists, and they're made by artists that don't typically do lands. So that's I have a swamp right there, and I think I thought that was pretty
I really
cool.
I really like your swamp because, I mean, I don't know if it was your intention. I mean, probably, I don't know, but it absolutely reminds me of the dead marshes in Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, don't follow the lights.
So I don't know. Of course, in the in the folk tale set and see this swamp, I'm gonna need a lot of this.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. They're like what do they call those things? Those
Will-o-wisp?
Stones. No, those stack stones. They have a name. Okay, someone in the comments.
Big stones.
Yeah, those stones. Yeah. I like them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole, even the lands, the art is great, and in general, I like the feel of the the art on this one. So I think it's a win in every aspect of it, the art and the design. And yeah, I mean, they're doing an excellent job.
I'm really content right now. Yeah. This has been a great show.
Yeah, guys, let us know about your top 5 parts of the set, and if you're planning to build anything around them.
Yeah, if you disagree with Raul Fields right here about his picks, please let us know also, because we sure as hell disagree too with this. Oh, my epic downfall. That's just an epic downfall of a pick.
Do you know what we forgot again, guys?
Yeah, I know.
Saying
now
number ones. Because thank you everybody for listening. You are our number ones. You can please follow us at Twitter and subscribe at YouTube and share, comment, subscribe, like everything. You can follow us on Twitter. It's Salty Commander 1 because you are number ones and we are number ones.
Mm-hmm.
And in YouTube, it's just Salty Commander Podcast, I guess. Salty Commander. Oh man, I should know.
We don't know. Look it up. Look
yeah,
up
you can look
Commander
it up,
Podcast.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2019. You can look it up. Yeah. So let us know everything about your thoughts about the new set, and yeah, give us cool tips like the guy who mentioned the Dragon Throne of Tarkir.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
we need more of those. Like the guy that said with Fire of Inventions that said what's this thing called that I said?
Winter Orb.
He said
I'm spacing out so bad right now. Winter Orb. Do that, but like the opposite. Don't do that. Do the opposite. We want like fun, quirky interaction, janky stuff. That's her jam.
Oof, yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
And don't believe anybody that says you can only build Kenrith one way.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be that guy, please. Yeah.
Okay, thank you number ones for listening, and we will see you later.
Alligators.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding.
Bye.
Number one.
Laters. Bye.
Smart. Cállate, güey, que si me da miedo eso.